Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with the January transfer move to Arsenal. Oh, boy, what a day it was yesterday. I started off yesterday morning telling you guys about how we're on the verge of signing Mudryk. I'd even had a shout from someone the day before saying to me, yeah, Robbie, listen, it's practically all there, you know. I've learned over the years not to go too big when you hear those things, because anything can happen last minute when it comes to a deal. I remember an official at Arsenal telling me once that's why they don't, say anything about their deals until the actual last minute. And lo and behold, Chelsea came in and gazumped the whole thing, trumped us yet again, and Mudryk is joining Chelsea. Right? They've done it again. We apparently were not prepared to go any higher than the 95 million euros that we offered. And remember, that was way above what we initially wanted to offer. Chelsea offered 100 million euros. They offered to pay more money up front. They offered to activate all of the add-ons quicker. And they've given the player a 7-year contract. And we don't have details of the wages, but no doubt they blew us out of the water when it came to that as well. I mean, yeah, it was really, really jarring. And our number one target for January, we have missed out on, just like we did last January. Remember, we were all in for Vlahovic at the start of the window. It didn't happen, and we ended up signing nobody. And that is the fare again this window with a lot of Arsenal fans. And Chelsea again. Chelsea gazumping us. Remember, they just, about a week ago, João Felix, Arsenal were interested in him. Bang, Chelsea straight in, pay whatever you want. They get João Felix done. In the summer, remember Raphinha. Arsenal were in for Raphinha before he went to Barcelona. Arsenal were the first team to show an interest. Chelsea came in, offered to blow anything that Arsenal wanted to pay out of the water. They were going to get Raphinha, and then at the last minute, he decided to go to Barcelona because that's where he really wanted to go. He didn't really want to go to Chelsea. And they've just got a history of doing this to us. Hazard, we were the first team to spot Hazard. They got him. Didier Drogba, I remember Arsene Wenger interested in him. Chelsea went in and got him. I mean, they're gazumping us left, right, and centre. Even in the summer, Chelsea at the last minute, they tried this as well with Gabriel Jesus. It's just that Gabriel Jesus said, no, I've given Arsenal my word. I am going to Arsenal. This is bad news for Arsenal, or is it? Where do you guys stand on this? Because on the one hand, just like I'm sure you were, I was really, really upset about this. I was like, how are we, for the sake of I don't know. I know Arsenal are adamant they don't want to get into a bidding war, but we're missing out again on another target. I mean, it's not even just been the Chelsea ones. Remember Bruno Guimaraes, who's now doing great things at Newcastle, didn't want to go a bit higher with that bid, missed out on that. As I said, the Vlahovic one, all right, Vlahovic wanted to go to Juventus. There's nothing we could do. Douglas Luiz, how is he ended up signing a new contract at Villa? Is it that we're not looking to pay the money? So on the one hand, I'm like, if we want to get some of these top quality players, it's all right saying we've got a ceiling, we're not going above that, but then we're not going to get these players. Or do you look on it and say to yourself, we have to trust Arsenal in the transfer window, because look at some of the excellent transfers that we have pulled off for not mega money. Because it doesn't always have to be a super mega money signing. Not all of those work. As a matter of fact, a lot of them don't work. We know with Pepe, Chelsea, Lukaku, Havertz, all these players that they paid gazillions for. Have they worked? Where are they sitting in 10th right now? It's not always about the big money you pay for these signings. I'll tell you, you can look around and see that most of the really, really big signings, even for players like Grealish, have not really worked. So do we have to trust Arsenal right now and say, listen, in recent times, our transfer dealings have been good. Ben White, which we all doubted, good business. Ramsdale, good business. Odegaard, Martinelli, who we didn't even know who he was. So I'm going to trust them. I'm going to trust them for now, but we've got to not do what we did last year and leave ourselves short this transfer window. We are in a great position in the league. Let's not leave ourselves short. Now, there are some alternatives out there to Mudryk. He's not the only player on the, there are players out there that are more established than him and probably cheaper. We're hearing that Arsenal have made inquiries about Raphinha. I spoke about this a couple of days that Arsenal was showing interest in Raphinha, and I couldn't really, figure out why they would. Maybe this is the reason why, because they maybe saw the possibility of this coming. But Raphinha, as I said a couple of days ago, has not been having the greatest times at Barcelona. Only 2 goals this season. Played 15 times, but only about 7 starts out of that. He's not a regular in the team. He's been finding it a little bit tough. We're hearing that Edu's made some inquiries to Barcelona about the possibility of signing him. What is his status? He's spoken to his agent, who is also his friend Deco, to find out. Now, I would have thought Raphinha wouldn't want to leave Barcelona right now, but could it be a possibility that a loan deal could possibly be done to maybe bring him to the Emirates from now till the end of the season? I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see how that one turns out, but that is a rumour that's going around today. Arsenal also linked with Marcus Thuram. Now, Marcus Thuram looked brilliant in the World Cup. The French forward plays for Borussia Mönchengladbach, 25 now. Again, another left-sided player who can also play as a centre forward. And he's got a good record as well. I mean, he's already scored 10 goals in 15 appearances this season for Mönchengladbach. He's having a good season. And as I said, he looked sharp in the World Cup. He's into the last year of his contract. Now, he's not looking to sign a new contract as it stands with Mönchengladbach. He's looking to leave in the summer. But could Arsenal prize him away this January? Chelsea actually have been trying to get him, but have been having a lot of difficulties in getting that deal done. So that shows you how difficult that one will be to do, because Borussia Mönchengladbach don't want to sell him. They'd rather hold on to him until the summer. There was talk that he'd be available for as little as £9 million, but I'm sure now Borussia Mönchengladbach would push that price up if they were to entertain selling him this month. But if he's only got that length of time left on his contract, it might be a deal that is a possibility, and he would represent a quality signing. Manchester United also said to be very interested in him as well, but there's obviously difficulties in signing him, because United, why would they have then gone and got that Vegas? Why have Chelsea turned their attentions to Mudryk? So probably a difficult one to get done, but let's see how that one pans out. And then, of course, maybe if it is a possibility, you got Chelsea again, who could come in and try and nick it off us. Oh, my God. Memphis Depay is another player that is available. Barcelona definitely looking to move him on this January. His contract's up at the end of the season as well. But if Barcelona could get some money for him right now, they would love it. He's surplus to requirements. He's been offered already to a couple of Premier League clubs in Newcastle. He's also been offered to Tottenham. And the actual favourites at the moment to sign him seem to be Atletico Madrid. But would you want Memphis Depay on a long-term contract? I mean, maybe a loan, because I do think Arsenal just need forward cover. But on a permanent deal, I don't know. But Memphis Depay, another possibility out there. And, of course, I spoke about this one yesterday. Leandro Trossard of Brighton didn't play yesterday in their 3-0 win over Liverpool. Actually, the last time he played against Liverpool, he scored a hat-trick. Was having a great season, but has fallen out with the manager, De Zerbi. De Zerbi's dropped him from the team. His agent has made it clear that he wants to leave Brighton, but will Brighton let him leave? Even though he's only got a year left on his contract, Brighton have an option to extend that by an extra year, which they would probably activate so that they could get more money for him. Or would they just say, let's just get rid of this bad apple? Listen, the problem that Arsenal have got right now is that every single club around Europe knows about the Mudryk situation. Every single club around Europe knows that Arsenal were willing to pay 95 million euros, go up to that amount to buy him. So Arsenal are not going to be able to go in and get any of these players on the cheap. They are going to have to pay over the odds, probably, even for a player that is coming towards the end of his contract. So, humiliating, the Mudryk thing. Let's be real. It is humiliating, but do we just have to say we trust what they're doing? I remember Mikel Arteta saying one thing one time, that he goes, I only want players that want to come to Arsenal. If they don't want to come, I'm not interested. Now, of course, the way Mudryk was carrying on with all his social media posts and that, he definitely wanted to come, but it's not happened. So Mudryk wants to go to Chelsea, let him go to Chelsea. We know what Chelsea have done to a lot of careers of certain players in recent years. That's Mudryk's problem. We got to move on and get someone in this January. And of course, we'll keep you up to date with it happening right here on AFTV. Don't forget to check out all of our content from the North London Derby today. Huge game. You know what? We win that game. Nobody will even be talking about Mudryk by the end of the day. Trust me. Massive game. Opportunity to go to 8 points clear at the top of the league. Come on, Arsenal. Let's take it. But thanks for watching the show. I'll be back in the morning. Let's hope we can get somebody in after Mudryk has decided to join Chelsea.
Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.